Okay, welcome to RAT 1222, positioning, take 3, since we haven't been able to be in class together for the last 2 days, last 2 class periods anyway. I know that you all have the worksheets I gave you about the head. I thought maybe I would go through those worksheets and define them for you and see if we can maybe get a jump on our lessons for this next week, this coming up week. So I have my head here. Not mine, actually, not my children's. Don't anybody call protective services or anything like this. This is just a styrofoam mannequin head. I picked it up at Sally's Beauty Supply, $5. This is not anything that you definitely need to have, but other students have found this to be kind of a nice help when they're studying for the skull. So we're just going to go right through the worksheet that I handed out and look at things on this mannequin head, and then we'll start looking at the lines as well. So the first thing that's on your sheet is the glabella. The glabella is the area above the eyebrows. Here's the eyebrows, so expertly drawn on here. Here's the eyebrows, and the glabella is above the eyebrows and above the bridge of the nose. So glabella is going to be about right here. Okay? The acanthion is the area of the upper lip and the nasal septum. So that's going to be right in here. That area right there. The mental point, we know this because we've had this one before. Mentum is right there at the chin. The mental point or the mentum. Okay? The nasion is this depression at the nose where your glasses sit. That's the nasion. The gonion, she doesn't have a very defined mandible, but let's just imagine for a minute. Here's the mandible and here's the angle. So it's coming up here. So here's the angle. That's the gonion right there. The vertex is the top of the skull. Okay, now her head sits kind of at an angle. So I probably didn't get the vertex exactly right, but it's the very top of the skull. Very top. Okay? The inion, if we look in the back, here's the inion. The inion is the most prominent part of the external occipital protuberance. So the occipital bone is back here. This is the bony part, this most prominent part of the external occipital protuberance. Girls, if you wear the headbands that encircle the head all the way, if you have a nice prominent inion there, then it doesn't fall off your head like it does for me. I don't have very prominent inion, so that's the inion. Okay, the mastoid tip. Mastoid tip is right behind the ear. Yeah, I had to draw her ear on, so this is her ear. This is the tragus right here, that fleshy part that that is the new rage. People getting pierced right here. So the mastoid tip is right behind that, but you know that already from our studies of the cervical spine. The auricle. Auricle is the part of the ear that's not contained within the head. So this is the auricle right here, the outer portion of the ear. The outer canthus. Now, the outer canthus, okay, and there's my cat. Hang on a minute. The outer canthus is right here. The outer canthus is on the lateral side of the eyes, and it's where the upper and the lower eyelids meet, right here. The inner canthus would be the opposite, where the upper and the lower lids meet on the medial side of the eye. So this is the outer canthus, this is the inner canthus. Okay? The infraorbital margin is that area below the eye, right here. The infraorbital margin, the IOM. The SOM is the supraorbital margin, and that's right above the infraorbital and the supraorbital, okay? Then we have the TEA. Okay, there's my cat again. I'm telling you, she ignores me 95% of the time. Okay, sorry. Okay, the top of the ear attachment. Top of the ear attachment is right here. Top of the ear attachment, it's where the auricle attaches to the head. Now, it's important to understand where this is, seriously, because this is where a specific landmark is within the head. So, understanding where the TEA or top of the ear attachment is important. Okay, now, on the other page, we have the external auditory meatus. So I don't have it marked, but that is the opening of the ear to the outside. The OML, okay? Now we've got the outer canthus to the external auditory meatus, okay? Now if we make a line between these two. So, got my ruler and my marker. And I have to use a ruler because I can't draw a straight line to save my life. Okay? So, here we go. This is the OML. The OML is the orbitomeatal line. Orbitomeatal line. Okay? This line from the infraorbital margin to the EAM, right here. Here we go. Okay? This is the IOML. This is the, oh, let's see if I can write upside down. OML. That's the OML. And this is the IOML. Now, there's about 7 to 8 degrees difference between these two lines, and that's going to be important to note as we go through this. Now, we have the mentomeatal line. Feel pretty confident that I can draw this, but it's not looking so good. But anyway, okay, there's the MML, okay? MML is from the mentum to the meatus, okay? The glabella meatal line, okay? Glabella, right here. Glabella meatal line just goes just like so. Okay, there's the glabella meatal line. Okay, that one, we don't use that one as much as the others. Now, the intrapupillary line, okay? So let's give her some eyes. I didn't want to give her any eyes because I thought it might make her look kind of creepy. But anyway, The intrapupillary or interpupillary line is a line that goes from pupil to pupil. So just right across here